community was shaken by Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s decision to leave his father's racing team, DEI, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. The racing team was established by his legendary father and 7-time NASCAR champion, Dale Earnhardt Sr. This decision was the result of a contract dispute with his stepmother, Teresa Earnhardt, who was managing DEI after Dale Sr.'s death in 2001. This disagreement would reshape NASCAR, would reshape NASCAR's legacy, and would reshape Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s entire career. Dale Jr.'s early racing career in NASCAR was marked by promise and notable achievements, firmly establishing himself as a rising star in NASCAR. Debuting in 1999 with the brand new Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, this driver and race team was bound to win races and championships. Jr. quickly showcased his driving talent in the 2000 season in his first full-time season, and he secured his first Cup Series win at Texas, followed by another victory at Richmond, and then he took home all the money in the NASCAR Winston All-Star race. Over the next few years, this would prove the challenges of DEI and Dale Jr., but their resilience in difficult times. After an accident in the 2001 Daytona 500, Dale Jr. not only lost his leader, but his father. Dale Sr. passed away after an accident at Daytona, and that left DEI without their leader, leaving the hands of ownership to Teresa Earnhardt. Over the next few years, even with all the hardship, Dale Earnhardt Jr. would prove the race car driver that he was. He was winning at every track, especially at superspeedways. Dale Jr. was king at superspeedways, winning at Talladega and Daytona about every time they went there. He claimed the ultimate prize in racing in 2004, picking up his first Daytona 500.
Lap to earn a victory in the sport's biggest event. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the 46th Daytona 500. Got it.
Get out of the way, photographers. Let me in there.
You want to know what winning this race means to someone? Have a look.
I'm in victory lane, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. will once again climb out of his victorious Budweiser Chevrolet. In the same victory lane where 6 years ago today, his father celebrated a win in the Great American Race.
However, as time went on, Jr. sought a greater control and substantial ownership stake in the company. Dale Jr. was wanting a 51% share of the company to influence the team's operations and direction. But his stepmother, Teresa Earnhardt, however, was not prepared to relinquish such control, leading to a deadlock in their negotiations. The tension between Jr. and Teresa became public in early 2007, capturing significant attention from fans and media all around the world.
A couple of key words there, a couple of key phrases, I think, was one that they never got that close. We kept hearing, yeah, pretty close, maybe in May we'll announce something. They never really got close. And then the other thing is, and I totally agree with him, that he would have his father's blessings. I know that Dale Sr. would tell Dale Jr., Dale, if we can't give you what you think you need to win races, to win championships, then you need to find something else to do. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind about that.
Right. Well, I mean, number one, everybody's always talking about he's going to go to Richard Childress Racing, the team his father drove for, won so many races, and be back in a number 3 car. I would like to think that would happen, but I think there's too many variables over there that's going to keep that from happening. Hendrick Motorsports is another possibility. Guy like Bobby Ginn, who now has 3 teams, he's been mentioned in the mix, but also you got to realize he can fall back and go to and run his own deal. I think the key thing right now is he's put himself in the catbird seat to look at all these variables, all these options, and make the best decision based off of what Darrell said, trying to get in a situation where he can win.
Who would you rate the favorite to land where he'll go?
If I were he, I don't think I would go back to Childress. His dad was there. That's his dad's legacy. I think that's something he wants to start. I think he wants to have his own deal, his own legacy. I love Rick Hendrick. The way his cars are running and they're winning championships, I strongly shove him that way.
This public dispute highlighted the border issues within DEI, including differences in management, strategies, and visions of the team's future. Dale Jr. believed that having more control would allow him to steer DEI towards a better direction and success, making them a championship threat every year. Teresa, on the other hand, aimed to maintain the legacy and control envisioned by Dale Sr., wanting no part in success, but only wanting part in financial gain of her late husband's death. But in May of 2007, after months of stalled negotiations, Dale Jr. was at a tipping point. He made the ultimate decision, and a very difficult decision, to leave his father's run business at the end of the season. During this time of Dale Jr.'s announcement that he was leaving, there was plenty of rumors of where he would land, and ultimately he landed in one place, and one place that he would call home for the rest of his career.
And so today, it is with great honor to introduce my new boss for 2008, Mr. Rick Hendrick.
Despite these challenges, Dale Jr. embraced his new beginnings with Hendrick Motorsports. Jr.'s transition to Hendrick Motorsports proved to be a positive change for his career. His performance in the 2008 season and his first with Hendrick was a testament to his skill and determination. He won his very first race he was competing in, the Budweiser Shootout.
The outside, protect the bottom.
Now is that yellow line your best friend?
It is now, it is now.
Because you can't pass below it, but that outside line, they're getting a run. Here comes Johnson to the high side. And Earnhardt comes up to block. That opens the bottom for Stewart. And the 30th Budweiser Shootout goes to the National Guard Impala, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yes, sir. All right. Bank it, baby, bank it.
And the second checkered flag for the Sprint Cup cars in Speed Weeks, Dale Earnhardt Jr. again.
Boy, Menard in the 15 got pushed all the way down on the apron.
And later, he clinched his first points-paying victory at the LifeLock 400 at Michigan. The 2007 contract dispute and Dale Jr.'s subsequent move to Hendrick Motorsports had a lasting impact on NASCAR. They highlighted the complexity and potential pitfalls of a family-run enterprises. Throughout the years, Teresa Earnhardt never really wanted championships and trophies. What she wanted was to not tarnish Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s legacy. But in doing so, she tarnished Dale Sr.'s legacy by her own doing, becoming greedy, suing everybody that would use DEI's name, the fonts, the name, even the Earnhardt name. The 2007 contract between Dale Jr. and DEI was a pivotal moment in NASCAR. It underscored the difficulties of managing personal and professional relationships within a family business. It proved that greed would get you nowhere, and negotiations are only strong when they're solved. Teresa Earnhardt ran DEI into the ground, and still to this day, she still sues anybody who will use the trademark for DEI or numbers. Unfortunately, I don't think DEI will ever come back to NASCAR, but if it does, there's one man for the job, and it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. Unfortunately, in 2007, he had to leave this team, but maybe one day